I hope that you're blessed and that you're doing well. Thank you for joining me in another video. In this video, I would like to discuss the keys to making the right decisions in life. This is a big topic, and unfortunately, there's no manual that is specific to your life or my life to tell us what to do at a specific time to get a specific outcome. There's no formula that we can follow that's foolproof, that will guarantee us great success in life and that we'll get everything that we want. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist. However, there are principles and there are some things that we can follow and some things that we can do that will help us to make better decisions, things that we can do that will help us to have better life outcomes. So there are 3 keys that I have learned along the way, and I'm like you, I've made some mistakes in my life and there's some things that I really regret doing. And unfortunately, you and I, we can't go back to the past and fix it. There are no do-overs. What's in the past is in the past. What's happened has happened. However, I'm going to share with you 3 keys. But before we get into those keys, become a YouTube subscriber to my channel. Support a sister. Hit that subscribe button and share this video. Also like and drop a comment. As always, I really appreciate everyone's support. Now let's get into our topic, and that is the keys to making the right decisions in life. I'm only sharing 3 keys. That's all I have. There's more, but this is just some of the wisdom and some of the things that I've learned in my life. So the first key, the first thing that we need to consider is that you and I, we must be aligned with God. This is very, very, very important. There's a popular scripture. It's Jeremiah 29:11. I'm going to read it to you. I believe this is from the NIV version. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This is very interesting because everybody has a plan. I have a plan. You have a plan. Well, I hope you have a plan. I try to have plans, but we all have plans and there's things that we want to do in our lives. But what God has told the prophet Jeremiah and what God is telling us, and this can be applied universally. What he's telling us even to this day is that he has a plan for you and he has a plan for me. He has a plan for everyone. And God's plan for your life is a perfect plan. You can't top it. You can't top it. You can't do anything that greater than what God has for you. He has something amazing for your life. And this is what he's telling the prophet Jeremiah, and this is what he's telling us. So within this plan, God says, I know I have a plan for you. I have a plan for you. And the Lord also says he has some guarantees attached to this plan. The guarantees are he has his plan for you. He plans to prosper you and not to do any harm to you. He has a plan for hope and a future. Those are guarantees. Those are promises from God. So basically what God is saying that, okay, we are people. We have our own free will. We can do what we want. We can choose to believe in God or not to believe in God. But God said, if you come my way and if you connect to me, what I have for you is better than what you can do for yourself and better than what the world can offer you. And there's some guarantees attached. I'm going to guarantee that I'm going to prosper you. I'm going to give you hope. I'm going to give you a better future. And I'm going to promise you that I'm not going to allow any harm to come to you. Now, that does not mean that in God's plan for your life that you will not suffer, that you will not go through any trials or tribulations. But even God will even use that, even use our pain and our suffering for our good. God will work it all out for the good, and he will work it out where it will become a blessing and not a curse. But when we go on our own and we do things our own way, we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know what we're going to get. It's like a roll of the die. You just don't know. It's a gamble. You don't know what you're going to get. But God is saying that he has a perfect plan for us. And with that perfect plan, when you believe in God and when you trust in God and when you align your life with the Lord and you connect your life to him, what's going to happen? He's going to give you wisdom, knowledge, and discernment, and he's going to help you to make better decisions. And that's what his spirit does. So when we are spiritually awakened, when we are spiritually opened, one of the first things that happens is that we're going to get a stronger intuition. That gut feeling that you get when you know something is right, when you know something is correct, and you know something is leading you a certain way, that's a mechanism. That's the thing that God placed inside of Every person, whether they are a believer or not, we all have the ability to connect with God. We all have the ability to have intuition and to know things even before they happen, to know, to be sure or certain about a thing. So what happens is, as we awaken and as we open our spiritual selves, our intuition will begin to get stronger, and we'll have a stronger sense of discernment, and we'll be able to better fill out situations. And because we have the intuition and discernment on our side, we'll be able to make better decisions based on what we're feeling. Now, some people get a little spooky and a little loopy and a little weird with this stuff. And, it's not spooky or loopy or weird. It's part of something that God placed inside of each and every one of us. But the thing is, when we do not align ourselves with God, and we choose our own plan over God's plan, we limit ourselves. And we're limited to our intellect. Not to say thinking and using your brain power is a very good thing. I am 100% for it. But you and I, we're both limited in our knowledge. We don't know everything. We're limited in our intellect. Also, when we go on and making decisions on our own and plans on our own, we're limited by our emotions. We all know that our emotions can lead us astray sometimes. One day we'll feel a certain way about a thing, and the next day we'll feel completely different about a situation, and we don't know what to decide. So our emotions limit us at times, and also we're limited by our experience. So we've only had a certain amount of experience in life, and we only have seen things in life through our own worldview. So we are very limited by our own experiences. But when we connect ourselves to the omniscient one, meaning the all-knowing one, God is all-knowing. He knows all things. He knows what's best for us. What he'll begin to do as we are led by him, he'll begin to speak to us and tell us what to do and when to do it and how to do it. And that has been the biggest blessing in my life, and then the biggest key for me making the best decisions possible, because I've been connected to the source. And when you connect to the source, that doesn't mean that you're not going to mess up. We're all going to mess up, but you have a better chance of making a better decision for your life. So make sure you're connected to the source. That's number one. Make sure you're aligned with God spiritually. The second key, when you're making decisions in life, and especially important decisions, and this is when you use your intellect and your brain power. Before you make any conclusions about anything and you decide a thing, make sure you have all of the facts and all of the information that you need. Make sure you have the right information. Don't make any important decisions in life without the right information, whatever the right information for you is at that time. Make sure you have all the facts. Make sure you have all your resources. That way you can make a good and informed decision. Also, pull on other people. There are people, like I said earlier, we're limited to our experiences. There are people out there who've had experiences that you and I haven't had. And we need to speak to those people when we're making certain decisions in life. So if you have a person that you can trust, or people who have knowledge that you don't have, or know things that you don't know, connect with those people and make sure that that you've spoken to the right people. So having that right information means that you have the right resources, that you have the right information, and that you've spoken to the correct people, because people can be a great resource as well. And if you know people who are a good counsel, if you're looking to make change jobs or relocate or do something, in life that's major, it's good to connect with another person. So make sure you have the right information. The third key is we all need to ask ourselves this question in life whenever we're making important decisions. Where is this decision? Where is it going to lead me? Where am I going? Your decision should be pointing you wherever it is, especially if it's a big one, in a certain direction. So a right decision, what I've learned in my life, whenever I made the right decisions or a really good decision, it was always connected to some purpose. So when you're decision making and when you decide something, when it's connected to a greater purpose or some purpose, that means that decision is going to move you forward. So when your decision is connected to a purpose, your decision in life is going to move you forward. When you are making decisions in life that is not moving you forward, if you're making decisions in life that could potentially destroy you or cause harm to you, or down the road may not be very helpful to you, if you are making decisions in life, especially if it's a decision that is impacting other people and there's other people attached to that, like if you're married or if you have children or if you run a company or if, you know, something family related or whatever it is that you do, or community related, or maybe you have some sort of position where you have to make decisions and other people, or make sure that it's a decision that will move everything. If it's not just you, other people too, that is going to be moving people forward and moving people to a goal or to something that's positive, or that they or you want to do. The second thing, when you're asking yourself the question of where is this decision leading me, always know that the right and usually the best decisions that we make is connected to some plan. So if you decide something that's not connected to a plan, it can go anywhere. It could lead you anywhere. It could lead you to destruction. It could lead you to death. It could lead you down the wrong road. It could lead you to a point in life where you're wasting time, and none of us have time to waste. We don't know how much time we have here. So we want to make sure we make the best possible decisions in life. And when we do that, that means it's connected to a plan, because what a plan will do, a plan will help guide you, and a plan will help better predict your outcome. So if you plan something out, that means there's an end in mind and you're going to be meeting some sort of goal. So you want to make sure whatever you decide is connected to a plan, that is connected to a purpose, because it's going to be leading you somewhere good. And, you know, that can be applied to, like, you know, major serious life decisions, or maybe not, you know, but you have to keep these three keys in mind if you want to live your best life. You want to keep these three keys in mind if you don't want to waste time in life. And if you're a person that's watching this and you're indecisive and you have a hard time making decisions, just remember these three keys. Remember to connect yourself to God and make sure you're connected to the source, because God knows all things and he knows what's best for you, and he has the best plan for your life and for my life as well. You want to make sure you have the right information before you make any decision, especially if it's an important decision. And you want to always ask yourself the question, where is these decisions and what I'm doing and what I'm about to conclude and what I'm about to decide, where is this leading me? Is it going anywhere? So those are the things that we should all consider when it comes to decision making. Those are the three keys I wanted to share with you. Guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me in another video. God bless you. I will see you in the next one. Take care. God bless, and see you later.